Betting brother, and hey, bring it up, and thanks for stopping by. My name is Boyd, and I'm a data analyst with OddsJam.com, where we teach you how to bet like a pro. And today we're going to talk about the NBA and the betting tips and strategies you can incorporate. And predominantly, we're going to be talking about the positive expected value and all the things you can use at OddsJam to make this happen, be profitable, and mathematically making money. So let's get after it. All right, guys, here we go. So one of the first things you can do is actually stop over to OddsJam, get yourself a free trial started. That's one of the very first things you can do. And the very next thing you're going to do is get signed up for as many sports books as you possibly can in your home state or area. Now, you can see over here to the right, you can arrange for a quick one-on-one phone call where we help you, just go through your scenario, your state, your location, talk about the various sports books, things like that. So you can schedule a free phone call. So that's the very first thing you'd want to do. And again, I'm going to walk you through the steps to make sure that you get profitable, valuable information. So let's pop over to the Sportsbook screen and talk to you about why that's important to get as many as you can. All right, guys, here we are at the screen page of the NBA. And you can see here, there are a lot of sports books here. There's a lot of choices. There's a drop-down menu here to show you all the different sports books that are out there and that can be tracked with the help of OddsJam. Now, the reason why this is important is because of pricing and options and choices. And so very, very critical to put this in play as soon as you can and have these available ready to go. I want to point out here too, you can look at the main market bets. Those are things like money line, point spread, and totals. You can eventually get into the other types of bets, all the player props, things like that. But this is a starting point definitely where you're going to want to have all your books. You can arrange them, in different order, again, according to what's in your area and what you have availability to. But it would not be uncommon to have 10, 15 sports books minimally, if possible. I would say that's very, very much the norm. So don't feel like that's a low number, but get as many sports books as you can, because you have various prices, and the various prices are going to provide different opportunities. And this is how you're going to be able to get mathematically profitable wagers, is having as many sports books as possible. Again, we'll have the links for a lot of these down below to get you up and running and started right away. All right, guys, next up, I want to talk about understanding markets, the markets driven approach. You hear a top line or top down approach. And, starting off with just mainline bets or main market bets, that is a market that you're going to have certainly a lot of people involved on sides, totals, and moneyline bets in the NBA. But you can go also to the different markets where you have player props, things like that. And there's different markets here in the drop-down menu I just pulled up. And you can see all the different things you can wager on and get this mathematical data on that's going to help you show or help you identify where the sports books are at and their pricing, and helps find some opportunities. And we'll have other videos that talk about market width and keys that you can use to help identify a good opportunity using OddsJam in a mainline bet or a player props. That's something you can use as markets. I wanted to add to that when I talk about understanding the markets, just that the whole key there is certainly knowing that movement in the market with, say, a player prop bet that's not very popular. Say you've got a player prop that's, pretty rare. Maybe it's a first quarter player assist. Wow, right? Who's betting on that? Well, not as many people certainly is betting on the side or the total. And so understanding that, the market movement with the different markets and the player props, the futures, the mainline bets can all mean a little bit different things. That's what I'm talking about in understanding the markets and kind of what's driving that price and what's driving that, so you can understand, how you would handle those changes for yourself. All right, guys, moving on to the next very, very critical and key thing here is understanding and getting positive EV, positive expected value. Now, what is that? Well, it's basically the edge. And you know how the books are typically on the winning side? Well, it's flipping the script and allowing you to get the positive EV or the positive edge in these wagers. And OddsJam provides a positive EV page. You can see here at 8.15% currently. It's showing a wager amount if you had a particular, you can set the bankroll size. So this is helping you understand potentially what you would wager on this particular game. Let's say you had I believe this one's set at $1,000. So it's saying, in this case, at an 8.15% edge, you would want to risk $35 on this team total. And this is the Pelicans under 106.5 at Fox Bet. So it's telling you you're going to get plus 115 odds at Fox. The no vig odds with the OddsJam perfect line at a minus 101. So you're getting about 16 cents plus in value, and the market with there, like say 16 cents right there. So very, very cool, very, very good thing. So you can hit this button as well to help you understand further details of this explanation mathematically if you wanted to delve into it. But this is the positive EV page. This is where all the magic is. And typically you're, 2-3% and above, you are mathematically rolling and making money, doing really well. So again, in this situation, it's saying you want to risk about $20. You have a 4.08% edge on the Mavericks, minus 5.5, plus 105 at Fox again. So again, looking like be a little bit of a Mavericks play here. Pelicans under, that's a correlation thing, right? So if the Pelicans are under and they're going to have a little bit lower, that's a good thing. So this is something we're very interested in. And that's kind of how you would make decisions and choices, understanding the bet sizes on, where you feel comfortable. But this is showing you very good intentions. Dallas should win tonight. Get good odds on it, good payoff on it, and also it's correlating with this bet as well. So this is a really nice example of how you would make money mathematically using OddsJam. All right, guys, next up, I want to talk to you about CLV, or closing line value. Well, this is very important because we talked about the positive expected value early. And if you do get a bet in early and you have a positive expected value, but the market changes and goes the other direction, what's very important is your CLV. You can see that right in here on the bet tracker. The bet tracker is something that helps you identify the sports book, identify the game, identify the amount, things like that. So here's kind of a sample of what we've got together. I wanted to show you here, you got this bet in early at plus 111 odds. The current odds are about minus 102. So again, you can kind of identify where some of the market's changed. If you want to go back in and possibly hedge that bet or back out of it, you could or can, but you can kind of track your progress here. You can see some of the different games that we've had, and you can identify where the CLV and the closing line value comes to play. Some of it's pretty close. Some of it you win some games that you had to reverse, and some of them you lose some. But again, this would be kind of a nice little example. If you're at minus 132, the market did it at minus 145, you got a better price than the market closed at. That's what you want. That's kind of the target. This one here, we got a better price at 105, ended up losing this particular one at minus 112. But again, this is sort of how you help yourself identify how you're doing in the closing line value category, which is very important, and you're getting the best price. Now, I will tell you what's nice about this is if you do see the market going the other way, you have some time. If you got in too early and things went the other direction, you can always hedge and wash that bet back out, sometimes middle it. But what I'm saying here is use the bet tracker, use the closing line value. It's very important. More videos galore at OddsJam, so check that out. Put that on your list of things to learn. All right, guys, there you have it. In a short period of time, covered a lot of information that's very, very appropriate, key, will work, and life-changing, because you finally get the answers to the test on how to make money in sports betting. So again, I want to invite you over to OddsJam, get that free 7-day trial set up. And also there's a ton of other videos at the OddsJam channel. Check those out to get yourself educated and elevated so you can make mathematical money.